So you're saying it's a me problem?
Well, welcome to our
episode
2 of The Cunt Strikes Back.
Period.
Welcome. How you doing? How you guys doing?
So,
how are you doing?
episode.
Second episode. We did record. We did record an episode last week, but the mic was off or wasn't connected. So yeah, we didn't waste an hour because we were just hanging out, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was very much like, okay, well,
this was for nothing.
because the audio was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. That was my fault.
So we need to redo. So there's a lost episode.
Yeah.
It's like Doctor Who. Doctor Who, there's like episodes that are fully lost. Like they don't exist anymore.
To the
It's
OGs,
like that.
which are mostly our 6 friends that are watching it since episode 1, it's like an like an Easter egg that only the true fans will know about our podcast.
About the lost second episode.
Like there's a ghost. It's like a platform 9 3/4. There's like a space. It's a like crack in the space-time continuum.
In the iceberg of our podcast, it's like super deep, like the last episode.
It's the tip. That's what she said. Anyway, so let's just talk about the Ahsoka finale and get it over with.
Let's get it over with. We already talked last episode about it, about Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So
what'd you
think? I overall enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay. And moving on. It was fun.
It was fun. I don't think it was perfect. I do think, for some reason, in animation they are able to do like fight choreography really well. Like, or at least okay. I feel like in live action TV, not movies, the fighting like sometimes just feels slow. But like it's, you know what I mean. But I didn't take away my enjoyment. I fucking loved it. The only thing which I talked about to you about it was the lightsabers in some shots looked so short. Like, not thin, like short. I was like, and what's happening? But in other shots, they looked fine. So I was like,
I really didn't notice.
Yeah, I thought, and you were like, no, I was like, I swear to God, the lightsabers were just like short. Like, it's specifically Ezra's and like Ahsoka. Because Ahsoka normally has like a smaller saber, and then, like a normal one and a shorter one. I'm like, okay, but like I swear to God, Ezra's was shorter, but then in other shots it was like normal. Anyways, doesn't matter. It was a pretty good episode.
Are you bitching about the lightsaber length in the Ahsoka finale? Of all the things that took place in the finale.
That's a good thing. It means the rest was great. If I'm nitpicking, you know.
I will say this: my TikTok For You page has been inundated with, cause I do like edits, but I'll watch I'll watch Hera edits or Ahsoka edits or Sabine edits, but all it took was liking one edit of Sabine fighting Shin, and then my For You page became inundated, and even if I said that not interested, it just kept coming edits of their ship.
It's the third ambulance I hear today.
Can you die somewhere else?
Hi.
The gays are so nasty. Talking about my.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Speak your truth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
coming out as homophobic. By the way.
I'm not part of that TikTok like.
But I'm not either, okay? I wanted to be clear. I liked one edit of their first fight on Lothal, and immediately it was like... And it wasn't just ship edits of Shin and Sabine, it was edits of Shin just like looking silently at Sabine. And lesbians being like, oh my god, they're in love! And I'm like, you don't know what love is. You don't know what love is. That is not love.
It's like those people who you've talked about it, those people who it showed on my Twitter, those people who like just think Taylor Swift is a lesbian, and I saw on Twitter there's literally an account that's dedicated to like updates on that, where it's like for example Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner are like close friends, and just pictures of them holding hands, be like, oh, they were spotted holding hands.
You know what happened? She
I'm like,
got a
oh my
divorce,
God.
and now she and her bestie.
I'm
Listen,
like, oh my God,
I feel like
girl.
it's a very dangerous thing, and I understand why, especially like queer teens do that. Of like, you identify so much with a celebrity, and you're like, oh my God, like they get me, and they're fruity, and I understand.
I
I've
don't
gone
see Taylor
through
Swift
that.
as fruity at all.
Listen, we all have our journeys.
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of that because a lot of the celebrities that I followed were either just like really outspoken allies or were out. Like Kate McKinnon, for example, from SNL, is a lesbian and outspoken about it, and but you know, also not making her whole life about it, like normal people.
Yeah.
You know, some straight people act fruity, but they're still straight, and
Yeah, I mean,
that's okay.
Taylor Swift is so, I guess, I won't say obviously she's known for her music, but she also, you know, kind of has like this thing of like her like relationships, where kind of people know who she dated, because she obviously, you know, makes a lot of music about, you know, she makes love songs, right? I don't listen too much.
Me neither. It's like revenge
it's like
songs
love song,
and love
then
songs.
yeah, it's like, you know, it's a relationship overall song. So
now you're being afraid of
a bit she's
the
thirsty.
Swifties.
So I know it's just been men. She has it as far as we know. So it's like, why do y'all keep like putting that onto her when she keeps dating men? Because I feel like, I don't know, obviously no one, you know, it's scary to come out, but I do feel like if she did, I don't think would things change. Like, I don't know.
But I also feel like nowadays it's not that dangerous anymore for a celebrity to come out.
Yeah.
There's not since the Me Too movement and COVID, like these past like 2 to 3 years, there's been like a huge jump. I feel like people started listening more. Maybe it's because the apocalypse is upon us. I don't know. But just, I feel like nowadays it's much, especially from the fans are much more outspoken. I feel like as a celebrity and such a famous one, coming out as gay, not saying it's still perfect, of course, but it's a lot better than it was maybe 10 years ago. I think what frustrates me the most about the whole, like, they're queer baiting, they're just like gay and like, you don't see what I see, you know, all of these conversations surrounding this. Sexuality is fluid. I spent 13 years of my life thinking I was straight, and then I finally accepted that I liked women, and I thought I only liked women, and then years later I found out, no, you're actually bisexual, you're just afraid of men.
Oh.
You've just had really shitty experiences with men and you've blocked that side of you. But I am attracted to men, and I'm also attracted to non-binary people, gender fluid people. Like, it's fluid, it changes, and don't pressure anyone to come out.
Yeah, it's just weird ass behavior. Don't
interpret certain things that people say and put the clips on, like, see evidence.
It's just I mean, I hate this whole culture of like being obsessed with just celebrities in general. One thing that has always made like weirded me out specifically was Tom Holland fans, because I always just thought it was so weird for someone to make an edit and to make an account that's just based on this one person. It's like, okay,
and they name it like Tom Holland Stan, Tom Holland's
and
wife.
I'm like, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
That's a bit too much. Like, you can like a celeb, you can even be very like close, you know. But like making an account, making all these things, and just your life being around a person. I know, for some reason, if it's a character, I feel like it's just okay. It's a character. No, it's fake. Like, you're never gonna. But it's like a real person. It just feels so weird.
Yeah.
we're gonna get attacked by like all the stands, I guess.
We have like no followers yet, but we will have
But
stands that are like, I disagree.
we were talking about Ahsoka, but like,
Yeah.
how did we end up here? But whatever. Ahsoka, it was good. You have anything else to say about it?
I think people who ship Sabine and Shin are delusional. Real.
But no, yeah,
So-
I'm excited for the heir to the Empire.
Yeah, outside of that, yeah, I'm excited for the movie.
I
I'm
do hope
excited to see
It's like Vulcan and Leia and they recast it, but like let's be honest, it's gonna be like Ezra,
It's gonna be a Rebels
Ahsoka.
movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be Rebel,
Yeah.
which I love Rebels, so like I'm happy for it, but like I do wish we
Yeah.
had like a Vulcan and Leia thing going
Yeah.
on, but it happens. Because also if they like bring Vulcan and Leia, it's just too many characters. It's like those three, the Rebels cast, Thrawn, God knows
But I kind
more.
of feel like if such a big threat to the galaxy's freedom, like the Empire returns, what do you mean Luke and Leia don't show up? What do you mean Han and Chewie aren't
Like
there?
I can see Han and
I can see
Chewie
Han and
not
Chewie
being-
just fucking off.
just fucking off with Luke and Leia. Like
Yeah.
I just don't see them not appearing to fight Thrawn, which is like
Mhm.
the big bad guy of like between the sequels and the original trilogy and the sequels, So yeah, I don't know. I'm like, we'll see, because they didn't confirm anything. They just said they were gonna
Yeah.
make a movie that's gonna be like what what all these Disney Plus shows are building up to, but they didn't say anything else. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ahsoka has been a fun ride, and yeah, Loki came out yesterday.
Loki came out yesterday, the first episode. I watched it. You haven't.
I haven't. I have no drive to watch it at all. Like I just don't
get
feel
that.
like watching it. I'm like,
The only reason I watched it was because I was waiting for my manager from work to respond to an email, and until that happened, I couldn't work. So I was just like,
Nah.
well, I guess I can go to Disney Plus and watch Loki. I'm so tired. I'm tired.
but you liked the episode, right?
That's the thing. The episode itself was fun because Loki as a show
It's a fun concept.
is actually a really fun. Like they play a lot with it. It has cool visuals, cool sets. It's outside of maybe WandaVision, the Marvel project lately that has like the best like real life sets. It's not like a green screen. You can see that they're in an actual space, even just by the way they record it, which is so much cooler. But I just can't help but feel this dread of like, I can't just watch this. I have to watch this, and it's going to relate to Multiverse of Madness and Endgame and Ant-Man, Quantumania, and whatever the fuck comes out, and the Marvels, and I'm just like, I'm honestly, I felt like there was always a weird ask, but right now I do agree, just reboot Marvel. They put themselves onto a bit of a corner, and then they tried to solve the blip thing that it was weird by like shooting up a bunch of new characters and a bunch of new situations, and it's just too overwhelming. They should have taken a longer break. They really should have. And they should have, instead of, this, Multiverse of Madness for me is the worst thing Marvel has ever done. Worse than Thor 4, worse than all of those things. That movie for me, not just that it's bad, but it just represents one aspect where Marvel should have really played it safe and like, let's not get too big right away.
Yeah.
The multiverse can wait. I can't even. And you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of that in this age, straight male writers are still writing really fucked up stories for women, in the sense that it's like, it feels like the 80s again. That type of representation, and I don't just mean in the writing, but even in the art, we're still there. I like that there's a lot of newer creators, not just queer creators in comics, but also, you know, native people and black people that are writing different stories. Let's not even talk about Barbara Gordon. Because The Killing Joke is a really fucked up comic. Not even in a fun way. The fact that they, and you see that in the movie, the fact that they confirmed that Batman and Batgirl is a thing.
That isn't canon. That isn't real.
Bruce Timm says it is.
Bruce Timm does not.
I mean, how fucked up
that
do you
movie,
need to be to ship?
The Killing Joke movie was made by a creepy ass guy who for some reason shipped Barbara and Bruce. So, you know, I mean, that was like a self-insert. That was like fan fiction. That ain't real.
That was fan fiction.
Like,
it's like,
I hate that.
I hate that so much. Like, she is your son's ex-girlfriend. What do you mean?
It's like, you know, you're talking
and
about
in the Batman Beyond
That's
extension.
what I was gonna say. I'm gonna talk about that because how in that, like, in the comic it's like, oh, I must congratulate Dick because, you know, Barbara says like, oh, I'm pregnant to Bruce. And it's like, oh, he's only been back like 6 months or like whatever months it is. And it's like, oh, so y'all were just fucking. That's so disgusting. Like,
It's
why
so
do
gross.
people? Ugh.
It's so gross. Why would you? Why would you? Gross. Also gross is that they ship her with Tim on Arkham Knight.
I mean,
Girl,
they
please.
are together in Arkham Knight.
They're like married.
Yeah.
And in the Nightwing DLC, he's talking to Lucius, and Lucius is like, "Oh, by the way, the couple sent pictures of the honeymoon. They look lovely." And Dick is like, his line is literally like, "Aw, my heart melts." What do you mean? And they kept her prop of the Flying Grayson's necklace in the game, so it's like, what?
What's happening there? The tea is piping. No, that's a rant. Oh.
They repeatedly failed Barbara Gordon, in my opinion, when she's one of the best members of the Bat family. Or at least has the potential to be.
I think they fail so much. I just think it's like the whole thing of having multiple writers at the same time writing all these different characters. I think they failed Jason. I think they failed Barbara. I think the only people who aren't failed, who you know, the writers don't really fail, is Dick and Bruce to a certain extent. But I do say that even so, like Bruce gets like mischaracterized a lot in like every media. Ugh.
Anyway,
let's
talk about something happy.
Drag.
Let's talk about drag.
I ordered my first ever wig. Period. So what happened was I ordered it, but I put the address wrong, so I had to cancel it. And I waited for them to give my money back so I could order again. So I ordered it today. It's coming in like 2 weeks maybe. I manually ordered it just so I can just start building my drag, because I feel like until I have these things, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do it. And then we'll get to the point where, because we do have like, I guess, how do you say, an end date, a goal.
Yeah.
We want to do drag. We want to do drag at a certain time, which is Carnival.
Yes.
February. So we have until then to do it, and I'm afraid we'll get there and we'll be like, oh, let's do it, and we'll never. And then it's like, oh, we have 1 week to get drag together. And it's gonna be giving more Matrafana to drag, so. And I don't want that.
Yeah,
I want it to give drag.
I want people to be like, whoa, the quality of costumes this year. And we're like, thank you.
Yeah.
I worked hard for this. I know that once I start getting things, it will be like 4 p.m. and I'll be like in my room listening to Beyonce out loud and like doing like a summer eye and like putting on my wig and just in the mirror like practicing like every day.
I imagine Because I imagine me coming here to get ready for carnival so we can be together doing the makeup. I honestly imagine us taking like 4 hours to get...
If not more.
To like 4 hours for us to be leaving. Not like 4 hours for us to like, okay, we're right now. 4 hours for us to start moving out. The way I see it's like 2 hours for the makeup and then 2 hours for all the rest. Because I do think the rest is like quicker. It's like, okay, I need to pad. I need to tuck. I need to put on the dress, the wig, you know, make sure everything is like locked down. And that's kind of it. And then just, you know, get ready. One thing I do need to solve is I'm not used to not having pockets. So I'm going to have to solve that little issue of like, okay,
the struggles of being a woman.
I don't have a place to put my phone, my wallet. Like, how am I going to do this?
You can, like, take a little bag, like a lady bag. Tipo uma pochette.
Excuse me.
Like a purse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or you can just give shit to our friends. Like, no, you carry it.
You carry it.
So we're gonna have nails.
Go minion.
Like, all I want to have on my hands
nails,
is a cup with something.
I'm not gonna
and
drink a lot.
And potentially my phone. I don't want to drink too much because if we're gonna be on heels.
I'm not gonna drink a lot in general, just to not get drunk in heels, but also because I don't want to go to the bathroom a lot and having to go through the process.
You can't drink a lot of beer.
So I need to I'll drink one like a fucking Summersby, something like, you know, whatever, like okay.
Not vodka?
No.
You said it in a like, no, I'm tired.
Sure. We haven't drank vodka in a long time.
Yeah.
Last week, it was like my day off, right? Yeah. Last week, we could have. But then we will have
We couldn't because I don't have money, honey. Vodka's expensive.
Poor people.
Oh my god, I can't relate anymore.
I'm rich now. I don't know what all that is about.
What do you mean you don't have money for booze?
Like a vodka.
Yeah. I really want. I've been thinking. Since you've chosen to commit to you, Kafka, as your drag name.
Yes. Yeah.
Me, Catherine Razorburn. I was thinking about the name Razorburn because in the first episode I'm all like, I don't want to associate with that, and me like 3 to 4 weeks later I'm already like, no.
Well, that's what it is.
Own it. So I think I want, because I was thinking like performance wise, what do I have to offer that's like unique? That's not just like the standard lip sync, because I know my body can't do all the voguing and the death drops and the like. I'm not an athlete. I'm not a dancer. I will leave that for the pros. But I'd still like to feel very physical in my performance. So I was thinking of doing like performances where I'm like purposefully messy in my dancing, and then like girl, like those clips that you see in ballrooms where like these ladies just come in there like just like very lazily doing a death drop, like they're just like lying on the floor and everyone's like, yes, get it. Like I relate to that so much. I'm just like, I still want to know what this feels like in my body, but I will do it at my own pace. Period. Not at the cost of my safety. Like that guy that he sent me a TikTok of a guy death dropping on a table, but like he didn't do it properly. He just like threw himself on the floor. And you just hear his back like on the table. I would not try that ever. No matter how delusional my confidence gets while listening to Britney Spears, I would never.
You ain't drag a little bit of vodka. Tell me you ain't gonna. No, you ain't gonna throw yourself.
No, but so legit. I was thinking, okay, so doing like performance where like she's trying to act all cunty, but she's not quite there. And Razorburn, like I feel like I want my character to be like, she doesn't really got it under control, you know. She's trying her best. She's a lady who's trying her best. Razor burn.
Slay.
I was legit wondering, like, performance-wise, what would I want to be, like, my distinction. I think I just really want to be a hot mess on stage. Slay. Period. Own it.
Performance-wise, I'm very much like, just it happens where it happens. You know what I mean? I'm just doing whatever movements come to mind. I guess when I think about me performing, just like me in my room or in the shower, just like lip syncing to a song and doing. You know what I mean? I'm
As
not.
long as you're having fun,
Yeah.
that will transpire onto the audience.
Oh, as long as it's fun for the audience, you know,
Yeah.
we getting
sure.
paid. Hopefully.
If we make the right connections, I feel like once we start doing drag and we start meeting other drag queens in the surrounding towns, we'll start getting acquainted with
The
the
surrounding
method
towns.
and we're not gonna do drag here. What club here are we gonna do drag at?
Yes. No, the word towns.
Sounds.
The Middle Ages or something.
Because I cannot stress enough how lonely we are.
True. Real.
Queer loneliness. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
I'm queer. Hi, queer, and I feel lonely.
Same. I'm queer and I also feel lonely.
Aww.
It's just life, man. Life's tough.
Just life, man.
Man.
It's hard out
It's
there.
hard.
Oh.
It's hard
Get
out
it.
here.
It is. It really is.
And then when you have like no time for anything, I don't know what's worse, not having time for anything, or to make new friends, or having the time, and still like being tough.
Because, like, what friends are you gonna make?
Yeah.
No offense, it's not personal to you. It's just like, this is a read for this place. Like, where are you gonna go? Like,
No.
to the square, like, to the bars, like, it's so fucking hard making friends when you're an adult.
Yes. I'm just so
You're just so,
Bro, I'm tired.
Same.
I am tired
Yes.
of like living in general. To be honest.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. Life is super hard, and I'm sick of us pretending it's not. Especially like, you can definitely see the difference in attitude between generations. Like, at my job, like we have a lot of like older employees who have been working there for longer than I have existed in general. And you can see the difference. Like, you know, they're very much like, well, it's life. It's just life, you know, and they don't really complain, and just like we should be thankful. It's like
I really don't
like god
know
damn,
about
like
those
I
people.
wish I was as happy as you. Like I have like
But are they though?
they
Or
at
are
least
they, or have they just
they-
like numbed themselves to a point where they
Maybe.
can't tolerate it?
But I have like colleagues who, and like pretty much like I guess a type of boss, and he's just like super happy. He's just happy. He's always like chill and like how are you? This happened.
Because he's a type of boss. He gets paid more than you.
I don't think he gets paid more than me. He makes
Then
the same
then
amount.
that man.
He's a boss
very
in a
brave.
thing where like he's kind of responsible for certain things that I'm not, but he isn't the boss. You know what I mean? It's different. I guess it's weird to explain. Like we have like two bosses,
Like a manager.
actual bosses.
Like
I guess
a small manager.
yeah, small manager.
Okay.
Like he has
A
like
small manager.
he has certain like
I'll take that manager
responsibilities
in
in small,
small.
please.
Funny.
He has like certain responsibilities that I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he does the same exact hours as me, and he doesn't. You know, he was the one who trained me. I guess this is a
Yeah.
good way to explain it. He was the one who fully trained me. Like, this is how we do it. But yeah, he's happy. I'm like, oh, I wish I was that happy.
Maybe they're just happy because when they started working there, their life conditions were a lot better than ours. I don't know. I feel like our parents' generation isn't that aware of what it is to grow up in our generation. like the amount of difficulties, because they only see the thing, oh, but now it's easy, you just get like an internship, or you know, it's cheaper to go to college. But like, yes, while some doors are open, doesn't mean that everyone can go through them.
Yeah.
Wow, that metaphor.
You're
Do you think I should make that
you're
a
so
lower back
deep.
tattoo?
Ugh.
I'm so deep. Speaking of
Back
deep,
here.
right here.
Nah, yeah, with a
Oh my
little like
God.
infinite sign, like little
No,
symbol.
the infinite sign has to be like or on my ribs or like above my left boob, you know, so that when I'm on the beach with a bikini, it's like, ooh,
Infinite.
infinity.
What does that even mean? Like, just infinity is like, okay.
It's
You
like
ain't
someone.
infinite.
It's like someone tattooing like the percentage sign. It's like, okay.
Okay, well, I feel like that's kind of iconic.
Okay, you get it then. Where would you get your percentage tattoo? On your penis.
On my penis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what this felt like? That clip of Brittany Broski with Trixie doing makeup, and she's like, "Ooh, you know what I love to say? Ooh, my balls itch," and Trixie is just like,
Hmm.
it felt like the same energy. Like, you don't have a penis. Shut the fuck up.
Anyways.
Gender differences, the culturally relevant conversations that we need to have. Would you tattoo your penis? I'll stop. Please change the subject.
Let me speak my truth.
Speak your truth,
I had
Golly.
an asshole fucking old man at my work yesterday, who was just an asshole, and I want to fucking punch him in the ass. He was such a bitch.
You would punch
He was
him in
so-
the ass?
Such a bitch.
Doesn't
It's
feel
like,
practical.
ugh. Well, he was small.
Oh,
Bitches.
just go.
Like, he was angry with life. I was like, I'm angry with life too, honey.
But now I'm angry at you
why are you
too.
taking it out at me? He was like an asshole, like, and I had like a big ass line, and everyone was looking at like him, like you know, yelling at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir.
I don't care.
I can't do more than I've done. You should fuck yourself. How about that?
I can't get over the fact that you said you wanted to punch him in the ass. I mean,
I didn't say that.
You
well,
did.
to him, I didn't say that. Okay.
just you saying it in general.
I didn't
What
say
do
that to
you
him.
mean? I feel like of all the places, where's it? What's like the queerest hit? Is it like a slap, like a telenovela slap?
Yes.
Like
So
you
with all the hair like flying. You're like
It's gotta be like, you bitch, and then like
or a punch like this because
On
of the
the-
nails. So you have to punch like this because you can't do a full fist. So it's like
ooh, you know what is the queerest hit? Because you mentioned nails, I was thinking of Catwoman. I was like, oh, maybe like a scratch. But then I thought of her whip. That clip of Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay. Let's talk sexuality. The clip of Michelle Pfeiffer, like doing the whip thing, like hitting all the mannequins. The way that Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman was like a defining thing for almost everyone. It's just so iconic. Have you ever seen the scene where she goes into her apartment? It's like hell here. That is not the Catwoman, but it is very slay.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like movies and shows doing their own thing. I don't think I feel like there's like this like little like thing in the like nerd comic like superhero thing. Like
And it's like, oh, it's not comic
yeah,
accurate.
like he has to be comic accurate. It's like no.
I just find it weird that she gets revived by a bunch of cats licking her face. But
I mean,
go off.
It's camp.
Yeah, it's really camp.
I mean that
Whole movie
is
defines
so
camp.
So, you know, it's part of it.
Yes. That would be a hell of a drag look.
You know what's camp? Batman and Robin. And I'm sick of people pretending it's not the funniest thing ever, and it's like so fun to watch that. That movie is fun because yeah, it's obviously it's like dumb, scam. You're
You
not.
mean the nipples
I don't think.
one on the
Yeah,
shirts?
I don't think you're supposed to take it seriously and be like, yeah, this is
I
my
love the
Batman.
credit card.
The Batman credit card. Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Arnold
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
as fucking Mr.
Party.
Freeze. So amazing. It's like so camp, so amazing. People just hate that movie. It's like, I love that movie.
I don't know if love is the right word for me.
Oh.
I like it.
I love for what it is. It's not my favorite Batman movie, obviously, but I just love for what it is. I just love it, and you know, Robin in that movie, honey. Oh. Yes, it was a gay awakening for me. I mean, girl, would smash the little like earring, girl. That's a queer man right there. Giving a whole new meaning to that whole like Batman and Robin are queer together. And then Batgirl is Alfred's niece.
Yes.
So random.
Twist.
I love that.
I love that. I love that she's just like
so
"Hey."
random. She just appears and I'm like, hey, what's up?
Can we talk about the cuntiest member of the Bat family? Alfred fucking Pennyworth. You haven't seen. I haven't kept up with the last episodes of the latest Harley Quinn season, but just that clip of Alfred saying to Harley, "I wish a bitch would try." 8! Oh my god, Alfred! Let's go party! Let's go to a club!
Oh my god, Alfred, cunt.
Alfred is so cunty.
Drag Alfred. We should do that. Imagine. One of us is a drag bat. It's like Batman in drag. The other one is Alfred.
I am begging
Oh
you
my
to do
god.
that one day.
Let's do it.
I'm imagining you like doing like a bald cap thing, but his little hairs are so like well done, and then just nails.
With a little like maid outfit.
Yes.
Like with a little like suit with a little like platter.
Imagine like you wear like his suit from the like the up part, but then it's just fishnets.
Yeah, with big ass like boots. With heels.
I would, if I did an
Leather
Alfred drag
boots,
look, I
honey.
would get a iron and the bi flag to make that
The meme.
of him like ironing the flag, or like a duster.
A
That would be
duster.
so funny. That would
duster.
be so funny.
Let's do it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Let's get it. That's one thing I really want to go in the direction of in my drag. It's just like, just comic random ass
Yes.
gaming and comic book drag.
Yes.
And yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
period.
like a few minutes ago, before you came in to record this, I've done drag ever since I can remember. When I was little and I was home alone, I'd be like,
Oh.
no one's here. I'm gonna go get my Barbie high heels, which yes, I had Barbie high heels.
You had Barbie high
They were
heels.
like safe for children, but they were
Okay.
like, they had like maybe this height. And I would grab like a scarf and I would roll it around for it to look like a top, like a crazy top. And then I would put like a skirt or something.
Oh, yes, why?
And then I would just like grab like those like feather the
Scarves?
I don't think that's the word. Plumas. And I would just like put like all of my jewelry that I owned like all at the same time and just walk down the hall like the mirror like in like maybe 10 meters distance or maybe more because we had a long ass hall in our apartment. And I would just like walk and just like put music and I'd be like I like no one gets me.
That reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to like do fashion shows for my mom and my grandma with my grandma's clothes. I would just put on grandma's clothes and be like, with like well, she didn't have high heels. She had like, I don't know, small, big, chunky.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, with like old people clothes.
It's always been in us.
It's
a
always been
calling.
there. Yeah, my mom was like, oh, never. The other day she was like, oh, never would I think my son would be, buying wigs and makeup and all this. I'm like, Mom, when I was a kid, I did. I was like, yeah, but that was that. I'm like, huh?
They don't see it like we
you
do.
should have taken the hint. You should have taken the hint.
Damn. It's just always been in our system.
We need to start, after we get the makeup and we start doing our makeup, we need to start looking at, like, outfits.
Yes.
Because I feel like that can... Because I don't know, do you want to make your own outfit?
I do, but even outside of drag, I would just love to become one of those people that's like, I live outside of the system. I have a garden in my balcony, and I sew my own clothes. Slay. Slay. I don't want to rely on fast fashion anymore. Also, because it's so hard to find clothes that I like. But just for drag, I picture certain specific looks that I'm like, I know I won't find the exact dress that I want, so I just want to make it. But until I have that time and that patience for that dedication, I'll rely on... I guess I'll have to.
I'm excited for us to go dress shopping and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think we will have to take, like, during, like, January or something, we have to take a trip, both of us, to Lisbon. And be like, okay, let's... Because that has, like, a bigger variety of, like, stores and cheaper stores and thrifting stores. I think we can find cool stuff there.
And I just also want to try different looks.
Yeah.
Although I do want to have a specific
I think we need to
brand
explore in this.
Yeah.
In
the
this,
beginning stages.
I think in this, like,
will not
first,
know.
I would even say the first year, I think we just need to experiment and see, like, if we like certain things, if we don't like certain things. I think we'll build our aesthetic slowly.
Yeah. Because I really want to try a lot of things that help me find out what makes me feel confident. Like, I would love to try, like, punk aesthetic.
That would be cool.
Like, like black leather and spiky things or chains and then, like, neon colors or just, like, grunge. I love grunge. I would love to have, like...
That would be cool.
Like, graphic tees and tops and then just, like, black leather gloves and, like, a crazy wig or something, or just try like looking really expensive in gowns. I want to try it all, whatever my wallet will
I want to try it all.
Have you found, like, some genre of songs that you'd like to do, or like an artist?
At the moment I'm not too worried about that, because I feel like first to do gigs, unless we make them ourselves, we're only gonna get gigs if we already have a bit of a... If we already look somewhat polished. Yeah. And then because since I have no experience in makeup, I feel like it's gonna take a while for like people to take me seriously as a drag artist. So I'm kind of like just chilling at the moment. Also, there's a lot of drag artists who don't lip sync.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
would love,
obviously,
for example,
it's a huge thing. It's like what drag queens do, obviously. But it isn't the be all and all. Like Bianca Del Rio, I'm not a comedian, but she's a comedian. Yeah. She doesn't really lip sync, I think.
I think you're funny.
There's also Sugar and Spice, which I'm not sure you know.
I do.
They don't really lip sync. I've seen them lip sync on Drag Race. It's like very like, they don't. No, but they're like social media queens, which is something somewhat new. Where it's like, okay, there's just queens who like have really good makeup and looks, and they just do them to post online, and they get like their following out of that. Yeah. There's just all these types of drag, and because I'm not sure I don't want to perform. I'm just not sure if I have like what it takes to be a good performer. Like when it comes to like drag to lip syncing.
I feel like knowing you, I feel like you have enough. We've discussed if we ever got into Drag Race, which we likely won't ever. I don't want to. Maybe you'll one day develop that interest. I don't know. But like, what would be our strengths? I feel like my strength would be the lip sync, and your strength would be like the reading challenges and like the more like performance, not in a way of like I'm gonna put on a show, but just being yourself. You are great at being yourself. I just feel like you haven't yet experienced that place where you are allowed to be an extreme version of
Of
yourself.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll get reads that I'm like, damn. And you're very funny. Like, and it's not as like, ah ha, he
Yeah,
tells
not
jokes. Like,
know.
you're in that type of funny that is just like silly and observational and direct. Much like, for example, like Trixie and Katya, like their comedy isn't like Jerry Seinfeld level,
No.
but it's still funny because what they're saying is so sincere. I think you could succeed, not saying like doing comedy shows, like that's for you to find out as we go,
Mm-hmm.
but legit to have that sort of presence of like, I say what I say.
Yeah. Period.
Period.
Slay.
And I feel like you will find your niche because, you know, yes, while a lot of drag queens get famous off of just looking pretty, that is so competitive right now because everyone wants to do drag and everyone tries to just look beautiful. But, you know, I was watching a Trixie video before you came in where she was talking about, you know, doing your first drag shows and all of that. What a lot of people don't consider is that the stuff that's going to give you the most context and the most people that want to work with you is your kindness and your approachability and just being good at your job, just being a professional. Like, it's okay if you're not the best, but if you are good enough, you will get jobs.
Yeah, I don't think I need to be the best. I just want to be able to make. I know. I'm getting ahead of myself because it's a thing. We haven't even done it yet.
We
I'm
have
not
no
sure.
idea what awaits us.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll even like it. Like, I do think we'll like it. I think there's a very high likelihood that we'll like it and we want to make it maybe not into a full-blown career, but like as a big hobby. But you never know. You might end up not, liking it. I would like it to make it maybe a career if I do enjoy it a lot. Or maybe just a little hobby. Or maybe just a one-time, two-time thing.
Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Period.
Let's find fun and happiness in this shit world.
I know you have those like you're not very sure.
Yeah.
But I just know the first time that you finally nail a look, you're gonna lose it. Because I once witnessed a few seconds of a crazy video that you recorded at your house with Mariana, where you put on a wig. I think it was for a college work.
Yeah, it was for a college
And when
thing.
I tell you that
he
did not look like himself. You were like on a whole level. It wasn't even like you looked drunk. You just had this energy about yourself where it's like, who is she? And I just know.
Who is she?
But you looked a bit delusional, but don't we all? But you looked so happy, and I just know once you, for real, like, I know you might feel a little bit like, do I want to do this when you start trying and failing at, like, makeup, but I know once you start getting it, I just know you will love it so much.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep in mind that it's not going to be overnight. I'm not going to look stunning overnight.
No pressure.
I'm going to take a long time for me to get to where I guess I imagine myself looking. And maybe I'll find, for example, Trixie. I very much thought she had in mind that that's what she wanted to look like.
Yeah.
But she evolved through that.
Exactly.
She's evolved.
And we will too. And you might even come to a point where like, no, it's actually cosplay, or no, it's actually just like this really niche type of look, or whatever it is. Like, you will find the thing that makes you feel confident and makes you like, yeah, this will be the past.
Yeah. Also, by the way, that video, it was for a college work where we had to make 3 personalities. It was a typography work where like we had to like find, kind of associate certain fonts with certain vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 3 personalities. I did those 3 personalities. I had a lot of fun doing them. I thought it was funny. Let me tell you, the teacher was like putting one every like, to show the whole class. No one laughed at mine. It was just sounds like, that's funny.
Because you were surrounded by straight people. Straight people have
I was honestly like, it was such complete silence. I was like, assholes, laugh. Anyways,
I can assure you, first time you get on stage for a drag performance, it might not be excellent, but it won't be that level of silence because people will be drunk, people will be laughing with their friends. It might be terrible, but it won't be that bad. You will be with your people.
Never say never.
If it goes wrong, I'll be backstage to give you a hug. And we can go to McDonald's after, like...
In drag.
In drag. Oh my god, Slay. Can you imagine? Actually, it might be really uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
If you're like, wait a minute, I'll go on tuck. And
let me go on tuck and then we can go and drag.
But the hustle, honey. Leaving the clubs with, like, the wig and, like, the stand and, like, our gowns.
The wig in the hand, honey. Just, like, running.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I love that we're like recording this. That in years from now we'll look back to this and like, oh.
As either failed drag queens or successful.
Yeah. Imagine in like 20 years we look at this and like, who the fuck did we think?
We really thought we had it. Or we will come like, look at us, we're so young, look at us now.
Look at us now. Rich, successful, and wrinkly. Ooh.
Caviar. I don't even like caviar.
Me neither.
Then we cook me a show. Anyways.
8.
So anyways, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. I personally don't have any more shit to say.
Yeah, I also don't think I have anything to share.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in for another episode. And again, we plan on doing every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, keep an eye for that. And I hope you all have fun. I don't know, it was kind of all over the place. I don't know why I look at our first episode as perfection, because I look at our first episode and I feel like we were so like on point with everything. And then we do and we record something else. I'm like, we're all over the place. But that's part of the fun of it.
We were all over the place. I just edited to make it
you just edited it to make it look better. Okay.
So trust. Trust in the magic.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
For coming. Coming where, honey? The fuck?
Thank you for clicking. And I guess if you want, like if you can be bothered to do so, leave a fucking like, subscribe, click the bell button. You know how it works.
Well, the bell button, I hate that. I hate the bell button. I'm like,
Okay, so we're not done. The bell button.
I'm always like, I know everyone just does it because it helps the channel, but it's like, ain't nobody clicking the bell icon.
I am.
Do you actually?
When I care, I do.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, I guess you can click the bell button if you like, I guess. Whatever, we don't care.
It'd just be great if you supported us, because if we get big enough, we might like get sponsorships and stuff.
And make it a better podcast,
Yeah, better lighting, better equipment.
A second microphone. So that we don't have to share this floof. But yeah, I guess leave a like. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, I guess. Or maybe don't do anything. Just leave.
I just feel like if you don't leave a like, that's homophobic.
I mean, that's on you guys.
I personally
you're
would
the
like
one
a
who
clean
said it.
conscience.
I'm just still here.
No, just yeah. If you listen,
leave a motherfucking like now. Okay, she asked.
Boss.
Anyways.
You know what they say, hit him in the ass.
Hit him in the ass. Punch him in the ass. Old ass bitch. Sorry if there's any old ass bitch watching it. It's not for you.
He knows what he did.
Yeah, he
Wherever he is.
He knows what he did. Ass bitch hoe. What?
Your English is improving.
Thank you.
Okay, so closing. Thank you guys for watching,
Yes.
for listening, wherever you are watching and listening to this podcast. And see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye!
Do we even need to listen no fim? Não, pois não.
No. Let's just keep doing it though. It's fun.